Alright, it's that video and that boy that we've been waiting on forever. Jedi Knight Cal Kestis and his mother effing kit reveal. Let's get it, boy. Alright, so starting up is basic, less civilized age. He's standing there with, looks like Marin. And he's just shooting this weird B1 battle droid. Okay, so this says final text. Deal physical damage to target enemy and dispel all buffs on them, which you can't see because he doesn't have buffs to begin with. If it is Jedi Knight Cal Kestis' turn, bink, unlock Whirlwind Slam, Whirlwind Defense, and Impetuous Assault for 1 turn. Then Jedi Knight Cal Kestis gains a bonus turn. During this bonus turn, Jedi Knight Cal Kestis ignores taunt effects and may only use Whirlwind Slam, Windmill Defense, and Impetuous Assault. Ooh, he ignores taunts? That's sexy. So now you can do any one of these specials to anybody. And the Impetuous Assault, I think it is the one that has the auto kill, the insta kill. So if you have that, and some idiot's taunting, but you don't want to kill him, boop, go to who you want. Bye-bye. Screw you, taunter. It's pretty cool. Whirlwind Slam. Omicron. Double-bladed bink. Looks pretty strong. He's just standing there with his one blade. He's like, man, fuck this. There we go, 2 blades. Final text. If Jedi Knight Cal Kestis doesn't have configuration double-bladed, he loses his configuration and gains configuration double-bladed for the rest of battle, and 5 stacks of Impetuous, max 30, until the end of the encounter. Deal physical damage and inflict speed down for 2 turns on all enemies. Okay, there you go. If Jedi Knight Cal Kestis didn't have configuration double-bladed at the start of his turn, all allies gain advantage for 4 turns. Whoa. Stun target enemy for 1 turn and inflict them with armor shred for the rest of the encounter. Daze all other enemies for 2 turns. Configuration double-bladed. It's plus 50% offense and tenacity, and you get plus 2 speed per stack of Impetuous. And it says you can max 30, so that means that's like 60 speed you can gain. Is that for everybody? Is that for just him? I don't know. Is that for just him? So how does he get this, though? Does he get this when you choose the move? Because it unlocks after you do the basic. So then does this, when this unlocks, if you choose it, does he get this? And then how long does it last for? Does it last forever once you choose this move? Now you always have plus 50% offense and all that? Or is it just for that 1 turn? While in territory battles, the next time Jedi Knight Cal Kestis uses Whirlwind Defense, he recovers 50% health and protection and gives all allies protection up 20% stacking for 2 turns for each use of Whirlwind Slam since the last use of Windmill Defense. If Jedi Knight Cal Kestis didn't have configuration double-bladed at the start of his turn, instead all allies gain advantage for 4 turns, stun all enemies for 1 turn, and inflict them with armor shred for the rest of the encounter. Okay. I'm not fully understanding what this means. It's kind of confusing. They keep talking about if he didn't have it. Well, he's not gonna have it, right? Until he chooses the move? I don't understand. I don't understand what this means. Anyways. Special 2, Windmill Defense. This only has a Zeta, no Omicrons. So he's standing there, starts doing some crazy dancing moves, showing off. Look at what I can do. Watch this. Marin's just still hanging out like, what's up, man? You do all the work. I'm just here. Just in case you need to look at some titties. Final text. If Jedi Knight Cal Kestis doesn't have configuration dual wield at the start of the turn, he loses his configuration and gains configuration dual wield. Yeah, see? So it says he loses his configuration. So that means whatever special ability you chose, he has that configuration at that time until his next turn? For the rest of battle, and 5 stacks of Impetuous, max 30, until the end of the encounter. At least the stacks of Impetuous stay. I'm assuming that's because he needs it for the auto kill move, though, with the, what do they call it? Cross blood. What do they call it? Why am I drawing a blank? I don't know. The one that's like Kylo's lightsaber. Dispel all the buffs and all allies and call target other ally to assist. Jedi Knight Cal Kestis gains protection up 50% stacking for 4 turns, which can't be copied. If you're calling an other ally to assist, why is Marin just standing there then? Technically, he would have been calling her to assist, but she does nothing. It's one thing I don't like about these animations. They don't fully show everything. Like, they're like, oh yeah, you would do this debuff, you get this buff, call allies, blah blah blah, but it doesn't happen. You just see him showing off his lightsaber skills. Well, watch what I can do, and that's it. If Jedi Knight Cal Kestis didn't have configuration dual wield at the start of his turn, Jedi Knight Cal Kestis gains a riposte for 2 turns which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. Jedi allies gain protection up 20% stacking and retribution for 2 turns. Target other Jedi ally gains a bonus turn. Configuration dual wield plus 100% counter chance and plus 50% defense. Enemies have minus 2% offense per stack of impetuous. Can you hear that motorcycle too? Motherfucker, I'm trying to make a video over here. When another ally attacks out of turn, this character is called to assist. Limit once per turn. Wow, once per turn, so generous. Or, wait, are they talking about per turn of the other characters? So that way then he would be able to assist all the time? Or, I don't know, maybe I'm misinterpreting that as well. Anyways, last move, Impetuous Assault. The cross guard, that's what it's called, right? It's actually kind of boring looking. I thought it'd be cool. That's the insta-kill one. And see, isn't this an insta-kill move? And the thing didn't die, it's still there. The animation's way wrong. Although it does put a little thing on his head right there. What is that? It's like a lock. If Jedi Knight Cal Kestis didn't have configuration crossguard at the start of the turn, he loses his configuration and gains configuration crossguard for the rest of battle and loses 5 stacks of impetuous. You know, before we get any further, I was just thinking, he has all these configurations with this lightsaber. Is Cal's lightsaber like super unique and all this is actually happening from one lightsaber, or are these just all the different lightsabers he's had? Like, you know what I mean? Is his lightsaber able to do crossguard, able to be dual bladed, and then able to like maybe come apart so we can have dual wielding? Or is this just what he's had over the course of his life? He's had a crossbar one, he's had a dual-bladed one, and he's had 2. Because if it can do all this, then that's kind of cool. Everyone should have fancy lightsabers like that can do multi-different things, you know? Anyways, the first time Impetuous Assault is used, this encounter instantly defeats target enemy. Oh, first time. Yeah, just like, Cat. I mean, she can defeat again, but it's weird. I don't know what the conditions are. It's hard to do. Once in a while it works. I'm like, oh, cool, she killed him again. And then other times it doesn't happen. I'm like, whatever. Anyways, deal physical damage to target enemy. Inflict target enemy with ability block and stagger for 1 turn. And inflict all enemies with force influence for 4 turns. All other allies gain defense penetration up for 2 turns. Configuration crossguard, plus 50% critical damage and defense penetration. Minus 25% defense and speed. Deal an additional 25% of this character's max health as damage when attacking. Ooh, so you're going to want to get him pretty healthy then, so then he's hitting a little bit harder. Not healthy, but you know what I mean, like add health mods to him and stuff. While in territory battles, the Omicron, Impetuous Assault deals an additional 10% of the target's maximum health per Jedi Knight Cal Kestis' Relic Amplifier level. Oh, so if you have them at Relic 9, it's going to do 90% of their health, so they're basically almost dead. After Impetuous Assault is used, Jedi Knight Cal Kestis' attack, ignore protection, and all allies gain 300% of Jedi Cal Kestis' base offense for the rest of the battle. What? That's just like, what's his name? Qui-Gon. Only difference is Qui-Gon needs to be dead for this to happen. This ability can't be used unless Jedi Knight Cal Kestis has 30 stacks of Impetuous. That's a pretty sexy Omicron. Where is this? Territory battles? Territory battles is kind of boring too. Well, no. Territory war, I'd say, is probably the worst. Territory battles, at least you can use it a few times. But, yeah, that's not bad. The other one sounded like meh, but this one's like, ooh! Leader, Weight of the Galaxy, also an Omicron. Final text, Jedi allies gain plus 50% defense, counter chance, and offense. Okay, it's kind of cool. It's basic, but it's sufficient. You know, decent. You get a lot of extra defense and offense and then counter chance. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, I guess that's good, actually. It's actually basic, but that, I'm confused. This is basic, but it's good at the same time. Like, plus 50% offense, plus then you hear about the 300% gain you can get up here in territory battles and stuff, and it's like, ooh, you might be a good leader for territory battles. Anyways, while in territory battles, again, at the start of battle, allies gain 100% max health and max protection, and 300% of Jedi Knight Cal Kestis' defense. Jeez. Oh man, getting dry. At the start of each encounter, allies gain plus 25% turn meter and frenzy for 2 turns. Frenzy, that's funny. That used to be Biston's thing. Defeated enemies can't be revived. Ooh, stacks of impetuous persist across... Wait, what? Stacks of impetuous persist across encounters. It says defeated enemies can't be revived, which is good, but I'm just thinking of like a Night Sister squad. You know, they still kind of show up temporarily to assist and then die again. Would that happen, or would they not even show up anymore because they're dead? So you don't have to worry about them. You know what I mean? Like when somebody does a basic move or whatever, and then someone else says dead, pops up, and then goes away. Or how about the idiot zombie? Would this be able to override her? Would you actually kill her and she'd stay gone? Probably not, because the whole point of zombies' ability is that it's almost like, you know, zombies. So just because one is dead, there's still a lot of other dead things that just keep coming at you. But, I don't know, that'd be cool too, if you kill her and that's it. Any mother effing ways. Unique 1, Jedi Survivor, Zeta. Jedi Knight Cal Kestis is immune to ability block, fear, and stun. Yeah, we already knew that. We saw that from the developer's insights. It was a Q&A. When another Jedi ally attacks out of turn, Jedi Knight Cal Kestis recovers 10%. Now that's weird. So when somebody else attacks out of turn, he gets healthier? All Jedi allies are immune to cooldown manipulation from enemies. Oh, so that's like Nihilus when he does that, whatever it's called, his second ability. This wouldn't affect you then. Does that also mean he doesn't gain anything? Because his cooldown of Annihilate goes down based on how much he's reduced your abilities. So if you're immune to it, then that would mean it does nothing for him, really. When a Jedi ally is inflicted with fear, they gain damage immunity for 1 turn and 60% turn. Jeez! How are they inflicted with fear, though? It just says, oh, Jedi Knight Cal Kestis is immune to fear. Never mind. I thought it was saying the whole team. Nope, just him. But yeah, so once you're inflicted with fear, you gain damage immunity. Well, that's pretty cool. And you get 60% turn meter. So it's like, yeah, you can't hurt me. And I'm about to go and try to fuck you up, so... It's not really fear at that point. It's more like courage. Padme. Whenever Jedi Knight Cal Kestis gains a configuration, he gains 5 stacks of Impetuous, max 30, until the end of the encounter. Impetuous, plus 1% offense, minus 1% defense. Abilities have additional effects. Wait, he loses defense? I didn't know that he loses 1%. I mean, it's not like that's a lot, but still. I mean, I guess it piles up, max 30, so then he's minus 30% too. Like, it's not just a flat number, it's a percentage. Now, offense is plus. I don't know how to mod him. Before I was saying mod him for health, but now I'm like, geez, mod him for offense. There's a lot of offense stuff they're talking about, too. Get him super beefy so he's hitting like crazy. I don't know. Anyhow, I usually like to follow up with the community comments, but I feel like this kind of has been long enough based on my commentary and everything. So, we will do a separate video on that. I feel like most time people don't care about the community comments anyways, so now this gives you the perfect opportunity to just skip it and not have it part of the video. I mean, you can always just skip it anyways. It's always at the end, so you can just exit out. But still, it's like there's more that you're not listening to. So now, it's right to the point. And then the community comments, you don't even have to click that video. You can be like, yeah, fuck that. I don't care about that. So anyways, thanks for checking this out with me. And hopefully you can unlock this guy sometime soon and try him out for yourself. And until then, and until next time with me, that was a weird click. I said see ya.